So for sprained ankles, we talked about RICE, which is rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Now we're going to be talking about what we can actually do in the office to help speed up that healing process. So our deep tissue laser is probably our best tool that we have to use. And the way this works is this actually uses light to get down to the cellular level, and that's going to cause healing at a deeper level and at a more powerful level than, say, something like ultrasound. So ultrasound works by heating up tissue. This actually works by stimulating the cell itself to start the healing process. So the way we're going to do this is we would go to the area that's sprained. Normally when an ankle gets sprained, it swells into the foot and up into the leg, but normally it's right here on the ankle joint itself, because that's where the ligaments attach to the foot. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be running our laser in a square all around the ankle. You don't feel much. There could be a little bit of a warming sensation, but we keep it moving so that it doesn't cause any heat buildup. And we do this for an ankle. We do this for about 3 to 5 minutes, and that's going to create a lot more healing than just the rest, ice, compression, and elevation alone. So next we're going to be looking at the compression boots, and that's going to help move the inflammation and move that blood out of the area. So whether you're having a joint problem or a sprained ankle, definitely make sure that you're getting it checked out to make sure that there's nothing more serious going on, and also to try to help speed up that process. Most people think that they just need to wait to ride out a sprained ankle or any kind of ankle pain, and really if you come into our office, we're able to speed that process up quite a bit. So if you have any problems, or if you know someone that does, make sure you like the video or share it with someone that could find this informative. And if you have any questions, give us a call at 726-0422, or check us out online at wellnessspringfield.com. Thanks a lot.
To find out more about the Springfield Wellness Center and all the other services we offer, head over to our Facebook page or check out our YouTube channel.